Welcome back to Apex Crypto Academy, your ultimate home for all your crypto education. As always, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. One new video every single Friday, and that means more money because one new seed phrase every single Friday. Okay, so if you're new to the channel, by the way, I'm doing a series of a 12 magic giveaway where every single Friday I'm going to be giving out one seed phrase, and then at the end of those 12 seed phrases, if you manage to get all the phrases correct, then you'll access that wallet which you're gonna get in about $100 worth of crypto. Okay, so we've done this in the past, people have won, and you might be the next winner. So stay tuned until the end of this video to get today's seed phrase. So today's video is a very interesting one because this is something that people usually have a very hard decision to make, because in crypto, in all the financial markets, we normally say that exits are more important than entries. Okay, if it's a trade, anyone can take a trade, but knowing where to exit that trade from is the most important thing. Same thing happens to crypto. When you buy a coin, okay, anyone can buy a coin at any point. You just need to use the market order or the limit order, but knowing when to exit or knowing when to sell that coin is actually now what brings what you call an uphill task. But worry no more, because Apex Crypto Academy, the ultimate home of all crypto education, finally got you. Okay, so I'm gonna give about 7 to 10 reasons, or not reasons, but basically 7 to 10 conditions, or actually factors that you might consider before you decide to sell that coin or to sell that token that you've been holding for a very long time. So let's get down to business. Number one, the very first factor that you can consider before you're selling off a coin that you've been holding for a long time is basically how much money you've made from that particular project. Okay, because you might have made so much money with the project, and then you continue holding on that project, giving yourself hopes that that project is gonna do maybe 100x or even a 200x, because nowadays it's very hard to get projects that can even do 100x. Okay, very few projects have done 100x over the past couple of days, but we have some which have done a cool 10x, a cool 15x, but getting a project right now that can give you 100x is not that easy. Okay, so one of the reasons that you can consider before you sell off a project is basically if you've gained a substantial amount of money. Okay, 5x good profits, 10x good profits. So if you've made a good amount of money, then you might consider selling off that particular coin or token. Okay, because remember, we have a major difference between a coin and a token. They are not the same thing. Okay, coins are independent, tokens are not independent, but tokens are rather dependent. That is reason number one. Something else, when you sell these coins or these tokens, okay, it's always advisable to leave behind something we call a Moonbug. Okay, so a Moonbug is basically a small holding of that particular asset that you are holding and you decided to sell, so that even if the coin decides to do the 100x which you wanted it to do initially, then you will have something behind that can actually make you some money. So always leave behind what you call a Moonbug. Number two, the reason you can decide to sell that coin that you're holding is what you call lack of development or lack of progress. And this is very common with these tokens or projects, whereby instead of the community growing, the community is actually decreasing in numbers. Instead of people coming in, people are actually going out. Okay, instead of the market cap going up or even at least trading at a given range, the market cap is reducing on a daily basis. And you realize that most of these projects, some of them eventually go to zero. Why? Because lack of development, maybe even the project team have abandoned the project, and that will bring lack of progress. Okay, and in crypto, you all know it's all about communities. Okay, if the community is not growing, then it shows lack of development, lack of progress, and that is a clear sign, a clear indication that you should sell that particular token that you are holding. Number three reason as to why, not reason, okay, is it feature, reason, condition, whichever name I was using. Okay, the third factor, the third factor that you can consider before you sell off a coin is if you want to reallocate funds or if you want to rebalance your portfolio. However, this I can only advise if the second condition applies, or the second factor applies, that is, there is no significant development in a particular project, because it's not advisable to jump from one project to another. Okay, don't jump from Matic to Dogecoin, don't jump from Dogecoin to Mina. Okay, it's very, very important that you study what you bought, because before you bought that coin, in fact, I'm going to do another video that will be the title, that things that you should consider before buying crypto. Okay, we'll look at all those factors that to consider before you decide to buy that particular project or that particular coin. Okay, so reallocating funds is very, very important, and it's actually another factor that you can consider before you decide to sell off a certain coin. Okay, so if it's not doing good, of course, then you might consider reallocating those funds, and then you allocate those funds to a project which has potential to do well, because we are here for the money and everyone here wants to make money in crypto. That being said about money and make money in crypto, it's time I give you guys the second seed phrase of our 12 magic giveaway. Okay, so guys, if you don't have the first seed phrase that I gave, go back to my previous video, watch that video, get the first seed phrase of this 12 magic giveaway, and then you'll have the seed phrase in order. And the second seed phrase, so please note this down, because I'm not going to repeat it ever again. This will be the last time you're hearing this seed phrase. The second seed phrase of our 12 magic giveaway is abuse. 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 Okay, the art of treating someone badly. Abuse. That is our second seed phrase. So 2 down, 10 to go. Next, I'm gonna give you maybe around 2 or 3. I'll decide how many phrases I'm gonna give you guys next week. So the third reason, I think the fourth reason that you can consider before you decide to sell off your coins, is if we have negative news or FUD. Okay, we normally call it in crypto FUD, fear, uncertainty, and doubt. Negative news surrounding that particular project. Okay, so if you are hearing so many negativities about that project, and you have a significant amount of that tokens, and you're in profits, then it can be a very, very good time to sell that coin, because when FUD kicks in, you know what happens. Most likely the coin will go down in prices, and the chances of the coin making a recovery will depend on the magnitude of the FUD that basically hit that particular project. So that's another factor that you can consider before you decide to sell that particular coin or that particular project. The other reason that you can consider before selling off a particular coin is if you bought the rumors, because we have a saying in crypto that says buy the rumors and sell the news. Okay, so if you bought the rumors and then the news came in, then you can consider to sell the news, because you basically bought the rumors. This is what I mean when I say buy the rumors, is that if you hear something or some things going over the net about a particular project, maybe they are saying it's gonna be listed on Binance or whichever other exchange, or maybe they are saying that it's gonna be endorsed by this person, or maybe they are saying this company is gonna have a partnership. That's now what you call a rumor. So essentially, you can buy the rumor, and then when the actual news comes in, most likely the coin will pump in pricing. Okay, so once the coin pumps, you now sell the news, because you bought the rumors and now you sell the news. So hope that makes sense, and it looks magic, and it works magic, by the way. Because we had the Bitcoin ETFs, we had a lot of rumors going around. Some people bought the rumors, and then Bitcoin went all the way to 48k, then they sold the news. Okay, same thing to XRP. When the lawsuit was happening back last year, July of last year, okay, there were a lot of rumors saying that Ripple is gonna win the case. So people bought the rumor, and then when the actual news came out, that is XRP went up, then people sold the news. Okay, so buy the rumors and sell the news. That is something else that you can actually consider before you decide to sell your crypto. Something else that you can decide is basically on how much you want to sell, because at times you might need some money. Okay, and you might have some coins, and then some of those coins might be in profit. So this is basically like a partial, like taking profits in partial, okay? Because you don't want to sell everything, but you want to take something off the table, okay? So essentially this works best in projects like meme coins where you are up like 2x. So what you want to do, essentially you want to cash out your initial investment, and then once you cash out your initial investment, you now leave the rest to run. That rest is now what you call the house money, because it's not your money, you already recouped your investment, so whatever you are leaving behind is now what you call house money. So that's another reason or another factor that you can consider before selling off the crypto or selling off the coins that you are holding. Something else is that if you have managed to hit your target, very important, I always tell people in crypto, you need to have targets. You don't just buy coins for the sake of buying. You don't just hodl for the sake of hodling forever. You cannot hodl a coin forever, because whatever goes up must come down, and whatever comes down must go up. So you need to have targets in crypto, and when a coin hits your projected target, then it's time to get off the market, okay? We have this fallacy that someone will keep saying that it's gonna keep going up and keep going up and up and up, and then instead of going up and up, it keeps coming down and down and down, and at times it never goes back to where it was before. So if a coin hits your target, just sell it off, because that was your target. And remember, you cannot have all the money in the world, so you need to be contented with what you get and always have targets in crypto. Something else that you can consider before selling off a coin is basically the season where we are in crypto, because we all know of the 4-year cycle. That is one. Another thing, we all know of something we call a bear market and something we call a bull market. So essentially, if we are in a bull market, we all know what follows after the bull market, and what comes is basically now what you call a bear market. So if you are in a bull market, it's gonna be a very good thing to basically sell your coins and offload your bags, because that is when people are taking profits, and if you don't take profits with them, then you're gonna be what you call the exit liquidity. So it's very important to have targets and sell your coins always at the bull market. Something else that you can consider before selling off crypto is now what you call the capital tax. Okay, the tax gains. However, this one depends on the country of jurisdiction, because we have some countries which impose high capital gains on crypto, and we have countries which rarely impose any capital gains on crypto. So I understand that short-term gains usually have high taxes compared to the long-term gains. So that is also something that you can decide to consider before you actually decide to sell your crypto. Okay, so we have so many factors that you can consider before you decide to sell off your crypto, but these are just some of the main things that you should consider before you decide to sell your crypto. Hope I've opened your eyes. And right now, before you decide to sell that coin, before you decide to sell that token, then you have a reason as to why you are selling that particular coin, or a reason why you are selling that particular project. So that's it for this video, guys. Hope you've learned a thing or two. And remember to follow us on all our social media platforms. We are very active on social media. Follow us on Instagram, follow us on TikTok, follow us on Facebook, follow us on X, and also subscribe right here on our YouTube channel. So until next week, guys, goodbye, good luck, God bless you, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.